I want to talk to you about whether uncertainty has become a constant. You know, those of you who did maths will recall that scientists tell us that the only constant is change. You know, everything else, you know, you can predict with a relative degree of certainty and so on. And it appears to me that just like the change, the very idea of uncertainty has become very certain. You know, that as we sit here today, there are many things that we are uncertain about. You know, things we are uncertain about at home, at work, at school, when we look at the news on TV, or on many other things. You know, we're extremely, you know, anxious. And there's an author called Vivienne Forrester. She's a French novelist, written many, you know, good French novels, and she wrote a book 11 years ago called Economic Horror. You know, even if you just browse the first 3 pages of the book, I think you will be okay. But what she says there in her introduction is that we are living in the midst of a masterly deception in a world gone forever, although we stubbornly insist on denying it. And I think this is very true of the environment in which we live in. As we will see later on, the challenge will then be for us as students in a business school like this one. What is our understanding of our role in living in the midst of a world where there's a lot of deception that is going on, there's a lot of uncertainties, and what then becomes our role in both private and public institutions that we manage. And I thought that maybe I must use the idea of climate change for illustration purposes. That even as the whole world, you know, is in a frenzy about climate change, global warming, and so on and so forth, however, we have improved our ability to predict the weather. You know, at the very least, we can predict with relative certainty the weather patterns, and so that is why we are able to argue, you know, with much certainty that the world, you know, is really changing in as far as weather patterns are concerned. There are areas where the levels of the seas have risen, there are levels where they have declined, and there's areas in the world where there's more rain than there was, and there's growing, you know, desertification that is taking place. So with the science available to us today, we are able, although the whole world, I mean, is really, really worried about the phenomenon called, you know, climate change. However, there's many other things that we have become so uncertain about with all the advances in human knowledge, you know, and science at our disposal. And I want to problematize a few of those things which I think are posing a challenge and a lot of anxiety, you know, for us in the 21st century today. The first one is the idea of the global economy. You know, what's happening to the economy of the world today? A newspaper reported in fact last year, that the Queen called all top economists in London and gave them a tongue lashing for their failure to predict the 2008 global economic crisis. Because she couldn't understand why so many learned men, when most of them are men in that environment, she couldn't understand why so many learned men, you know, with all these intellectual instruments at their disposal, failed to predict the global economic crisis of 2008, which unfortunately still, you know, presents its ugly face to us, you know, today. And so a lot has happened since that period of 2008. Now, these things are a problem to the extent that they challenge established wisdom about how the world economy operates.